Welcome to Retrobot, the YouTube channel where we feed a friendly space robot a diet of pure nostalgia. I'm Clay, and today we're talking about one of my favorite things. You know, I say that every time, but when I'm talking about this, I really am talking about one of my favorite things. It is Fianl Faction. Take a look. We've got Series 2 Fianl Faction stuff, and a lot of this stuff has been coming out recently, and I'm finding it in stores. And there's other stuff that I'm not finding in stores, and I want it. But this stuff I found, and I bought it, and I bought, several because I could. This is the Fianl Faction Kharn Huntra. This is kind of the Kharn equivalent of the Fianl Faction Alpha Team X4, which is a mechanical turret thing, which I actually just recorded a video for that, and probably has been posted by now. I'm not sure what order these are going to go in, but, probably. So the Huntra the X4 is a pair of guns that shoot on spider legs. The Huntra is a pair of Kharn guns that grow out of the back of a spider, except it's got 4 legs, not 8. But yeah, you take a look, and I love the illustrations on Fianl Faction packaging, and the sad thing is that you have the cool toy, and the blister pack makes it hard to see the really cool artwork. But the artwork is great. I mean, that guy looks menacing, and he looks awesome, and the toy, if you could see it without the glare, also looks awesome, but that's okay. We're going to show one out of the package. But first, let's take a look at the back of the package, because the back says all sorts of cool things about this, and we get to see a smaller picture of the artwork, but at least we get to see it. And that's pretty cool. So let me just convince the camera to focus in on that. There we go, and that's actually really cool. The Huntra is an agile, scurrying turret that pins down enemies before striking brutally. Quiet and stealthy, Huntra is a nightmare that is all too real. And think about that. I mean, it is a living weapon. It's all of the worst things put together. It's weapons aimed at you, and it's a giant spider creature alien thing. Like, even if the weapon isn't loaded, it's horrible. So it's a lose-lose situation, and I've got this guy right here, and look at him. He's just, look at that. It's like a praying mantis and a set of Ginsu knives had a baby and then gave it away for adoption, and it was mistreated by the system. This is terrible. Why would you do this? Except to train it to kill your enemies. And that's what the Kharn did. They took the DNA from scarab beetles, spiders, scorpions, and Ginsu knives, and created a creature that they then trained to hate humans. That's awful. And it looks like this. Let me put it in front of the other camera, because I paid a lot for that camera. I should use it. So we've got the thing, and let me just point this down here. And he is just a scurrying little nightmare of a creature. I'm gonna zoom in so that you can really appreciate all that's going on here. And what I love about this is that, and I have to say that with this Series 2 stuff, I've been really, really happy with, I've been really happy with the upgrade kits that they've been creating for the Alpha Team guys, and I'm looking forward to the new Alpha Team stuff that I see being promoted on the back of some of the packages. Not this one, sadly. I was going to show you, and it's not there. But and of course the X4 is cool, but we get into the Kharn stuff. And the Kharn stuff is cool. I mean, the Kharn stuff is so cool. The Kharn stuff is so cool that it kind of makes me want to root for the Kharn. I mean, it's like, you know what? You got this thing. Go ahead. Destroy the alien scum on Earth. Those humans, they're a bunch of... They don't deserve that planet. Go ahead and take it over and populate it with stuff like this. Except, since I am human, I really don't want that to happen. Let's just do a little blip on the camera because it's a little bit bright here, and I want you to be able to see all the detail on these. Whoa, okay, I just lost that forever. So we've got these energy blasts, or maybe they're like some kind of oh, thank you, some kind of organic fluid type thing, like it's shooting viscous acidic glop that comes in contact with your flesh and burns it off, and comes in contact with your armor and burns it off, or burns it off. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on the burning it off thing. But we've got this, and I'm gonna zoom in there. Look at that. Look at that guy. I mean, he's got things coming down from his face, and he's got big bug eyes, and the green. There's not a lot of paint detail on here, but the green really, really pops. And then they've got the purple legs and the gray body, and the design of the body, it kind of reminds me of H.R. Geiger type stuff. And it's just so cool. Now, the legs are jointed so that they kind of scurry like this. They kind of wobble back and forth, and it's like, and you can just imagine this thing making a clicky noise as it goes over stone and mountaintops and stuff, and you hear that clicky noise, and it's already too late. If Shift isn't around with a pair of mechanical arms, then your life is over shortly. So pray for Shift with mechanical arms. But yeah, we've got the rotating turret thing here, and it has a couple of these, and let's just go ahead and see how well this works. I'm gonna get some kind of a target here, and I'm gonna just choose it completely at random. Oh, look, it's Gen 1 Transformers Wheelie. Oh, look at that. Hey, Wheelie, how you doing, pal? Let's just kind of back things off a little bit, and we will see what we think here. All right, so do you have anything to say, Wheelie? Oh, let me use this as a backdrop so I don't lose my missiles. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay, Wheelie say... Every day is a bad day. That's a terrible rhyme. I'm sorry. I'm kind of thinking about spider legs and stuff, and my rhyming is not as good. So here we go. Wheelie lives. Wheelie lives. No, he doesn't. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So the spring-loaded mechanism on these works really nicely. Now, I know that on the X4, the one that I had out kind of had a hair trigger, and these things, like, if I didn't put them in just the right way, they would just fire out. This one seems a lot more secure and a lot more reliable in terms of it locking in. But look at this! I mean, it's a cool creature with cool weapons, and look, if you wiggle the legs, then the body goes back and forth. Wait, here, let's... So, yeah, that is the Kharn Huntra, and what can I say? This is awesome. It is so cool. It is so creepy. Like, this is nightmare fuel, and I love it. I love this. I love this. It's great. And of course, because it's Fianl Faction and because you get it at Dollar Tree, it's $1.25. I mean, I'm gonna buy a case of these. I want all of these. Well, you know, I'll get more of those. It's just such a cool thing to have, and the nice thing is that because the price is so low, then if you like it, then you can buy multiples and really set up a cool battle with all of your Fianl Faction guys on one side and all of your Kharn guys on the other, and just droves of these things going and going after your guys and trying to eat Ruck and swallow Scope's face and stuff like that. And you know, like they could bite Torn's face, and he's got another one on the back of his head. So probably because he knows what's coming. So yeah, the Huntra, huge recommend. Spoiler alert, huge recommend. You know, that's it. It's not a spoiler if it's at the end of the video. So, if you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so that you know when we're doing more of these Short Circuits reviews, as well as our live streams, which we typically do every Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern United States time. So, yeah, the Kharn Huntra, it's awesome. It's awesome. Go to Dollar Tree, buy several. They're delicious and nutritious. No, don't eat these. That was terrible advice. You know, listen to my review, but don't take my advice about what you should put in your mouth, because it's bad advice. So yeah. That's it. This is Clay telling you to keep it Retrobot. Cool spider leg thing that shoots weapons. I mean, you know, it's like an action figure and a tank all in one, and at the same time, it fills me with a sense of dread. What's better than that?